right, I'll get out of here.
Right. So, greetings everyone. We're at Eagan Civic Arena. Our first post-Christmas game. Got a couple lineup changes, but we got Will, Lauren, and Charlie. Newly formed line offside, and we got Kendall and Bailey back as your D pair. Taking on Rochester Red today. And hopefully I don't go viral for the wrong reason saying something dumb. So here comes Rochester up the right wing. Kendall's back. Shot from outside. Wyatt with the save, but doesn't quite handle the rebound. Defense back up to Will. Will chips it ahead. Lauren loses a stick, but the puck gets out of the zone. Will's still working hard. Lauren with a weird handle on the stick, still working. Will trying to get up the left side, and does. Will's going. We got numbers, and Will loses the handle, flips it across to Lauren. Lauren unable to control the pass. Lauren working in the corner, goes behind the little net, shoots it out to the point, gets it up to Cam. Cam shot for the point. Will unable to deflect. Shot gets in on the goalie, and here comes Rochester up the right wing. Shot deflected by Deacon. And Wildcats get a line change. And Deacon back on D to collect. Going behind his own net. Slams on the brakes. Looks hopefully for Will. Gets up to Will and the puck just stops in the ice. Grayson shot out of a cannon. A little bit of an interference there, no call. Rochester mishandles the puck. Moose working hard on the boards. And cleared up by Rochester. Deacon. Moose over. Moose digging. Elbows and sticks and everything flying. And Deacon comes away with it. Deacon to Chicken. Chicken to Jackson coming in. Chicken cuts the center ice. Shot on net. Jackson goes flying. Deflected to the side. Rochester. Defenseman sets up behind his own net. Tries to come out to the right wing, and Ronan's able to break up the play. Eagan collects. Cam to Chicken. Chicken looking for an outlet pass. Flips it over to Cam. Cam gains the red line, looking for something to do. Tries to dump it in and fails to do so. And here comes Rochester. Dumps it in right past the line, and Cam turns around and fires, and we'll have icing. So 9:28 left in the first. So we've got Kendall and Bailey back on D, and Martinson, I'm guessing Cyril and Brooks, your forward lines. So takedown, no call. Chipped in by Bailey, goes behind the Rochester net. They look for the breakout, they hit the wing. We've got D back. Kendall doing a great job. Good positioning, and a weak shot on Wyatt, and Wyatt collects. So, same forward line. Deacon and Cam back on D. Marty with the face-off, wins it back. And we got a little scrum in the corner. Comes out to the top of the circle. And a weak backhand shot. Wyatt gobbles it up. Couldn't get a lot on that one. Being hassled by the Wildcat in front of the net. Same group. And Rochester controls, goes to the net. Great job there by Deacon. He gets dumped. No call. And another weak low pass in, or weak low shot in on Wyatt that he handles with ease. Same group again. And all kinds of beating and banging. Nobody's come away with it yet. And Deacon shifts it up to Brooks. Brooks chips it around. And here comes Brooks. Gains the zone and shoots it right into the gut of a Rochester forward. And here comes Rochester. Cam's back. Nice shot on Wyatt. Wyatt directs it to the corner. Ends up on Cyril's stick. Cyril trying to get it out. Another shot in from Wyatt from the outside. Cam giving his man the business. And another shot in on Wyatt. So they're getting shots, but they're getting shots from the outside, which is hard to complain about. So Lauren centering Will and Charlie. Bailey and Kendall out on D. So all three girls out on the ice at the same time. Here comes Bailey up the right side. Everyone stays on side. Bailey gets to the top of the circles and just dumps it deep. Rochester gains control. Nice reversing pass. Trying to get it out. Can't. Bailey gains control once. And Wildcats somehow keeping it at the blue line, and then it comes out. Kendall gets on her horse back. Bailey back to force the issue, and Rochester just dumps it in deep. Kendall tries to hit Will, but not enough on the pass and a little bit late. Intercepted, but she gets it back and gets it up to Will, and here comes Lauren and Will coming up the left side, and neither one of them control it, and back comes Rochester. Rochester, nice cross-ice pass, but Bailey's there to intercept it. She tries to get it over. Rochester dumps it deep and almost gives the ref a new tattoo. And here come the Wildcats trying to get it. Nice pass up to Charlie. And here comes Charlie. The rest of the Wildcats go off for the change. Charlie versus the world. And he gets a shot in. It gets deflected and handled with ease. So Moose, Jackson, and Chicken. Eagan wins the faceoff, tries to get up front to the center. Unable to get the shot off, and here comes Rochester for the left side. Cam handles it. Jackson ends up with the puck. Jackson versus the world, try to go around everywhere. It's up on Moose's stick. Moose gets it over to Chicken. Chicken unable to get a shot. Chicken just dumps it in the corner. Jackson's getting manhandled in front of the net. Weak clear attempt out. But Rochester does get it out. Gains the red line and dumps it in, and Eagan will regroup. Cam and Deacon have a miscommunication. Nobody ends up with it. And then eventually it does end up on Deacon's stick. Up to Jackson. Jackson unable. Jackson to Chicken. Not a great pass. Not a lot on it. He didn't know it was coming. Rochester intercepts. Gets a shot on net. Moose around to Chicken. Chicken up and out. And no icing. One of those patented flips out of the zone by Ronan that doesn't go for icing. So here comes Eagan. Bailey runs into her own person, and here comes Rochester one-on-one with Kendall. Kendall able to block the shot. Gets over to Cyril. Cyril unable to get it out of the zone. Martin sit over to help out. Shot from the point. Gobbled up again by Wyatt. So Marty in the middle of Cyril and Brooksy. Kendall and Bailey back on D. And not really sure who won it, but now Egan's got it. And flipped up the boards by Bailey, and we got a puck race. Everybody retreats back. Rochester's the first to it, but Brooks is there forcing the issue. Rochester flips it back behind their own net and gets it up to their forward, and a nice pass up the center. Unable to control it, and Bailey gets it on their stick. Egan's on side. Bailey's looking for some room and runs into Brooks and just decides to dump it in deep, and here comes Rochester again. So Kendall flips it back behind Art. Tries to get a shot, ends up flipping it to the far corner. Rochester clears. Bailey unable to get it out of the zone, but she sticks with it. And there's a trip, and a good job by Marty picking up the call. Cyril coming up the right side. Cyril on 3. Gets a weak shot off, but nothing there, and Eagle will go on the power play. Nice job by Cyril forcing the issue. Nobody going with them. They were going off on the line change. So Lunenburg, Meyer, and Sinek with Kusher and Plager back on D. And a weak shot in on the Rochester goalie. Will goes behind the net. He's looking for somebody to pass to. Tries to go over to Lauren. Lauren's looking at her options. Gets off to Cam. Cam over to Deacon. Deacon shot deflected high off the back wall. Will goes back there to collect. Lauren back there working hard. Will and Rochester able to clear the zone. Deacon and Cam going back. Cam wins the race. Getting some speed behind his own net. He's hassled by Rochester. He's dumped, and we're getting another penalty, it looks like. And Cam collects it. Lauren comes around the speed. She comes up the left side. She gets hacked. Nothing. Pass out front. Unable to connect with Charlie. And Rochester touches up. So we'll have 5 seconds of 5-on-3. So Moose, Chicken, and Jackson, the forward line. Bailey and Kendall back on D. Moose at the face-off. And there's just a mass of bodies. Moose collects the puck. He's looking for an option. Moose back to Bailey. Bailey shot, deflected Jackson wide. Moose goes behind the net looking for something. Moose puts it out front. Can't get the shot on net. Moose hassling the Rochester forward. Forces a turnover. Ends up on Chicken's stick. Chicken goes cross ice. Heads up on Jackson. Jackson and Moose coming offside or onside. Jackson loses the puck coming on the right side, and Rochester clears. Gets it to Kendall. Kendall flips it up to Moose just a little bit too far. Rochester collects it, pinballs it out, and here they come again. Wildcats up the middle. Moose loses the handle on it, dumps it over to Chicken, and Rochester gets it out. Chicken gets it. Power play is just about done. Nice move by Bailey. Bailey turns it over at the blue line, but sticks with it. Clears it out. Jackson tries to get it up off the right side. Can't do so. Chicken's looking for an option. Kendall had her head up and lost the puck. She goes back to the corner to collect. She flips it over to Bailey. Bailey looking for an option. Gets it to just a little bit too far for Brooks. Everyone left out there goes off for a line change except for Kendall. And Rochester dumps it in. Kendall back behind her own net. Reverses. Looking for an option. Gets it up to Brooks. A little bit too far. Brooks unable to get out of the zone. Rochester collects it. Top of the circle. Nice spin move. Looking for pass options. Goes right up the middle and to Cyril. Cyril flips it around. Gets it out. There will be no icing. Rochester wins the puck race. And defenseman gets it up to the winger. Trying to clear it out. Deflected by Eagan over to center ice. And back goes, Cam. Gets balled a little bit in the corner. Bouncing puck, unable to be handled by Rochester. Shot wide. That first pass completes there to the top of the circle. That could be ugly. Shot. Can't leave guys alone in the slot. Expect it to end well. There's not a whole lot Wyatt can do there. So Lauren, Will, Charlie, Deacon and Bailey back on D. And there's an elbow that could have been called, but not. And back beyond their net, here comes Lauren trying to gain speed. She gets around the ref and the Mustang. She goes up the right side and loses the puck at about the blue line. And here comes Rochester. Defense back. Shot weak. Weak shot for the top of the circles, and Wyatt handles it. So same forward group. Kendall and Bailey back on D. Lauren fighting on the face-off. Bailey bodied off the puck. Tries to pass it out front. It gets deflected out in front of the net. And then a shot from Rochester from the top of the circles gets deflected wide, and Bailey ends up with the puck after a pass from Kendall. Bailey tries to get it out to Lauren. Lauren unable to connect. Rochester doesn't want to be offside, so they hold on, and there's the end of our first period. So no stupid penalties for us that period, which was nice for a change. There's still time. Hopefully they wake up a little bit more in the second and third period. They're a little rusty. We haven't
2 weeks since they played.
2 weeks since a game, and obviously not a lot of ice time because, holidays and family and all that stuff that's allegedly important. My mother-in-law is probably swearing at the TV right now. So we kind of had the one flurry for the power play, but beyond that, we didn't have a whole lot cooking. We seem to be on our heels. And to be fair, Rochester has more shots, but they haven't really had a whole lot of high danger shots, except for the one that scored. I think overall, if that's where you're going to have your shots, that's where you take them. So Moose centering Chicken and Jackson. Bailey and Kendall back on D. And we got scrum up front. Rochester comes away with the face-off. Rochester tries to make a move up front. Bailey blindly dumps it over to Kendall or Chicken. Chicken tries to get it over to Moose or Jackson and just misses everybody, and Rochester dumps it in again. Chicken tries to have a nice pass there to Moose, but not enough on it, and a weak pass in. A weak shot in. Oh, he's better. So, same forward group, Cam and Deacon back on D. Once again, Rochester comes away with the face-off. Moose battling. He's battling on the blue line. Loses the puck. Cam tries to get it up to a Wildcat jersey and eventually does. Moose tries to flip it up over some sticks and fails to do so. Cam collects, looking for his options. Pinballs off Jackson. And once again, looking for an option. Moose comes away with it right into the skates of Chicken. They just cannot seem to hit anybody on the tape if their life depended on it right now. And Deacon behind his own net, right, gets it up to Jackson. Jackson tries to get it past the point, fails to do so. Pass right out in the middle, bouncing puck. Saved by Wyatt, corralled by Cam to get it up to Jackson, and Jackson is able to get it up. Rochester regroups. Nice D-to-D pass. And Cam off the mark. Once again, not sure if it was Chicken or Moose who he's trying to get it to, but ends up going in. Apparently it was deflected. No icing. Brooks gets it off the board. Pass, or shot in. Kind of handcuffs the goalie a little bit, but he does get it taken up. Held it offside by Jackson, who's now working on a 2-minute shift. Marty over there working hard, trying to keep her in the zone. Does, and finally, Rochester gets it out of the zone. Bailey collects the puck, goes D over to Kendall. Kendall up to Brooks. Brooks, shot, wide. Bailey comes down, up front. Oh, fanned by nice shot there by Marty. Better save by the goalie. Shot down to the corner. Brooks trying to get to it. He eventually does. He overskates it. Tries to shoot it out front. Misses. Cyril gets the puck out of his stick, but gets pushed off. Cyril goes flying, takes out a man, no call. And here comes Bailey with speed, going up the center. It's Bailey versus the world. Here comes Bailey down below the goal line. Cyril, blind pass, tries to get back over to Brooks. Brooks doesn't know it's coming. Eventually does turn around and find it. Marty, Brooks, a host of Mustangs over there battling for the puck. Ends up on Kendall's stick. And a pass over by Marty, trying to get over to the D, and that was a little gutsy. And back the other way comes Rochester. Not out of the zone. Deflected, apparently not with a high stick. Into the corner, and Brooks unable to get it out. Chipped out by Kendall, trying to get over to Brooks, and Brooks just dumps it out. Cyril hops on his horse. Icing waved off. Cyril with the puck. He's surrounded by a herd of Mustangs trying to get out. Lauren gets over there to help him out. Lauren comes away with it, out to Cam. Cam, shot, kicked away. Never makes it to the goalie. Will, to the far side, collects. Shot redirected by the goalie. Lauren able to collect the rebound. She goes to work in the corner. She's bodied off the puck. And up out of the zone by Rochester. So Wildcats finally showing signs of life after the holiday break. Deacon collects it, gets it over to Cam. Cam looking for an option, gets it up to Will, and Will redirects the puck in. And we'll get to work. Charlie down helping out. But Rochester able to get out of the zone. Lauren and Deacon back covering. First man on the outside. Shot. No penalty. Rochester man falls down and just starts hacking. And out of the zone. Charlie collects it. Charlie unable to clear the zone. Rochester chucks it back in deep. Deacon gives chase to the far corner. Rochester's there first. We got Lauren, Deacon trying to get it up to Will. Will does come away with it. He flips out of the zone. And here comes Charlie. Charlie one-on-one. And he's forced to the outside. Great job there by the Rochester D-man. And we get a line change. Moose comes down, tries to help out. Rochester flings it in. Got Moose out to Chicken. Lauren's still out there. Chicken battling behind the net. Moose back there. Chicken wheeling a deal. Gets it over to Moose. Moose out to Kendall at the point. Kendall shot. Deflected. Wide. Chicken out to Bailey. Bailey unable to handle it. And Wildcats have to reset. Nice play there by Bailey. Making a move. Coming up the right side. Fortunately, she's trying to take up the same real estate Chicken was. And we got a traffic jam. Moose steps back to help out on D. And Bailey comes away with the puck. Bailey looking for an option. Gets it over to Kendall. Kendall regroups. Takes the red line, looks for something, and dumps it in. Oh, nice saucer pass. Bounces all over the Wildcat stick. And here comes Deacon flying back. Jackson flying back. Bailey flying back. And a good job by Lauren there, or by Wyatt. Bailey gains it. Bailey up the center. Shot wide. Hits behind the net and dies. Chicken back there working. Moose back there working. Maybe a hook that he got away with there. And here comes Rochester. Bodied out by Bailey. Clear out of the zone. Nice move there by Rochester. And Bailey's looking for that, sir. And flips it out. Jackson unable to corral it. Moose and Jackson kind of trapped out there at the moment. Bailey rims it around to Jackson. Rochester chucks it back in deep. Bailey throttled. There's a penalty. So I was getting a little worried. Moose went over there and started to play a little rough there. I thought, hey, they might take him too. That's just kind of luck we've had. So, checking the call. Although I'll be curious on the replay how intentional it really was, besides Bailey just losing the physics match. But, so, power play. Rochester wins the face-off. Ends up back on Deacon stick. Deacon wanders in, shoots, deflected out front. Rochester tries to clear. Cam able to keep the zone. Marty over to help out. Cyril and Marty on the boards. Cam forces it back in deep. Marty working hard. And flipped out. No, not flipped out. Great job by Cam. He dumps it in deep again, and we get to work. Cyril gains control. Tries to get out front. Runs into resistance. Flips it out front. Nobody home. Deacon shot. Deflected out front with all the bodies. Cyril collects the puck. Kind of throws it weakly towards the center. Nobody home. Cam. Marty harassed. And cleared by Rochester. Cyril gains control. He makes a move. Cuts around. Cyril with some speed. Backhand shot low. Good save there by the goalie. We'll take the shot opportunity. And here is Will. Will. Rejected by the goalie. And Rochester clears. Lauren with the puck. Lauren reverses, circles back, gains some speed. She loses it. Nice stick there by number 12. And Rochester forces it in deep. Deacon collects it. Looks for, not sure what, but ran into Rochester nonetheless. Deacon making some moves, gains the red line and just dumps it in. Lauren, Charlie to the corner to battle. Everyone's digging, 3-on-2. And Rochester comes up the boards, but unable to clear. Ends up on Charlie's stick. Charlie, great job protecting the puck. He's looking for an option. Gets it back in, tries to get it over to up front. Shot, Deacon, deflected. Massive bodies out front. And we got a whistle. Whatever coach threatened him with during the first intermission, I like it. So, Moose, Chicken, and Jackson. And looks like Moose won the faceoff, tries to get over to Chicken. Chicken unable to corral it. We got all kinds of bodies on the corner. Chicken blindly throws it out to center ice. Ends up on a Mustang stick. Rochester coming up, loses the handle, and then just dumps it in. And was it Kendall? Oh! Well, he'll get credit for the blocked shot. He gets it, dumps it in. It looks like he's feeling the burn. And Rochester tries to clear it up. Ends up on Moose and Chicken. Chicken just throws it towards the net. And here comes Rochester again. Bodied off by Kendall. Moose over to Jackson. Jackson pass just a little bit off the mark. Jackson digging to try to get it out of the zone. And offside. So Cyril, Marty, and Brooks out there. Cyril makes a couple moves and loses it. Marty over there to help out. And here comes Rochester. Deacon loses the handle. Save, Wyatt. Cam there to clean up the mess. And he comes up the right side looking for a pass. We got 2-on-2. Marty. Cyril. Shot Marty. Deflected wide by the goalie. He goes back behind the net. Gets stood up. And here comes Rochester with speed. And forced it outside. Great job there by Cam. Good body position. Forced it outside. Pass out front. Shot wide from the top of the circles. Tried to dump it out front. There's bodies everywhere. And Brooksy gets it. Brooksy gains the red line. Decides what to do. And we're offsides. 7.1 seconds left in the second. It was 12-4 in shots after the first, right? So 7-2 here in the second. So Eagan has come alive. Chipped up by Kendall to Will, and he is unable to gain the zone, and we'll go to the third. We'll have to mic coach for one of these for the intermission speeches. I can't use any of this stuff they used on me when I was a kid. I don't know. I might threaten them with a pack of wolves at the next practice if they don't show some heart. Yeah, too many Christmas cookies, too many movie nights, too much iPad, too many video games. So, we'll start the third. We're going to have Will, Lauren, and Charlie. Ronan is back to his familiar defensive position. And Lauren wins the face-off, ends up on chicken stick. Chicken makes a couple moves to get to the red line. Ends up on Lauren's stick. Lauren makes a move. Shot wide. Cam hustling down to keep the zone. Does. At least momentarily. And it comes out. Will. Looks at the puck, then looks at all the open ice where the D-man is and decides to be conservative. Rochester player needs a skate sharpened. And Rochester D-to-D. Broken up by Will. Will collects his thoughts and dumps it in at the blue line. Far corner. Lauren back there. Gets it up to Charlie. Charlie battling. Makes a nice move. Loses control. Lauren over to help him out. Lauren dancing. High. Saved by the goalie. Nice shot selection there. Back to Bailey. Bailey unable to connect. Charlie tries to walk in. Loses it. And cleared by Rochester. Bailey back. Chicken blows a tire. Bailey dancing, kind of pitchforks it out to Will. And here comes Rochester. And Chicken, gauge control. Reverses, chips it up to Will. Will, Lauren, and Jackson out there at the moment. Cross ice to Jackson. Lauren and Will turn off for a change. Jackson. Oh. Power move to the net. He gets a backhanded shut off. The goalie's able to control it. Sweet move there by him. So we've got, what do we got? Moose, Kendall, and Jackson out there. So coach trying to tweak some stuff, make some stuff happen. Moose turns around, gives chase. Defenseman turns around, still looking for an option. Gets it up to the wing, unable to control cleanly. Moose over there to harass him. Forces a turnover. Kendall flying back, helping clean up the mess at D, and Bailey ends up with the puck. Bailey fights off a slash and able to at least get it out of the zone. And cross-ice pass from Rochester. Fails to connect, and they dump it in. And Bailey goes back to collect. Bailey moves, pass up front. Oh, great stick there by Kendall. Kendall tried to get up to Jackson. And just a little bit too far. Bailey loses the handle on it in the corner. And dumped out front to Kendall. Kendall comes flying up the zone. Moose. Oh. We got bodies flying everywhere. Deacon getting a little feisty. Jackson coming up the left side. Tries to get it out front. Runs into a Rochester player. And here comes Rochester up the right side. Cross-ice pass. Broken up by Brooks. Brooks. Oh, tries to get it over to Marty. Well, he's falling down, but it's a little bit off the mark. Marty tries to get it out front, unable to do so. Trickles out. Rochester directs it to the corner. Shot in, deflected, just wide. And Rochester gets it up. Oh, kind of looked ugly. Maybe what it was. Someone held in. Here comes Brooks. Brooks bodied off the puck and got an interference call? Whoever it was, they were cross-check. They were giving Marty the business. So, Cam and Chicken out there, your deep pair. Brooks, Marty, and Charlie? Oh, Cyril. So Rochester gains the red line, dumps it in. Ronan collects it, goes back in his own net. Gets up to Brooks on the wing. Nice little pass up to Marty. Marty comes up the left side, runs into traffic and able to dump it in. Cyril and Brooksy give chase. Cyril wins a puck battle, tries to get over to Brooks. And, redirected up front. Cam airmails it. A lot of net right there. And went over the net, but a great opportunity, great vision there. Maybe a little bit of luck. Cyril able to keep the puck in. Loses the handle. Ends up on Marty's stick. Shot by Cam from the point. And Rochester able to get it out of the zone. Oh, that could have been ugly. Cam Pinch trying to hold it in, and eventually he does so. Cleared out, and we got bodies everywhere. Will gets it to the red line. Rochester comes up. They pass, failed to connect, coming up center ice. Ronan battling in the corner. Was that Cyril over there? Or no, Marty over there trading paint. Cyril gets it, comes up the left side. He's surrounded by Mustangs. He gets the puck in deep. Will's chasing behind. Lauren, Bailey, and Deacon coming up. Will back behind the net. 1 shot, 2 shot, and a whistle. .6:44 left. It'd be nice if Eagan could be rewarded here with a goal. They've been working hard here, especially these last 2 periods. Rochester controls the face-off. Gathers it back behind the goal line. Goes back behind their net. Flips up. Just a little bit long. Held by Bailey, who gets roughed up the top of the circle. Will over to help out. Charlie there. And gets lost in the skates, and here comes Rochester away with it. Rochester dumps it around, and they wave off icing. Here comes Deacon, loses the handle behind the net. And weak shot in on Wyatt, and Wyatt will freeze it. So Moose now centering Kendall and Jackson. Cam and Chicken in the back. And Chicken comes away with the face-off. He tries to go cross ice, loses it. Ends up, Rochester tries to get it in, ends up on Moose's stick. And here comes Rochester, 1-on-2, shot, fan. Cam there to disrupt stuff. Chicken looking for an option. He flips it over to Jackson on the far side. Jackson tries to chip it around, fails to do so. And a weak shot on net. Once again, gobbled up by Wyatt. So 5:40 left in the game. So Marty, Farley, and tried the ghost play, deflected out front. Wyatt able to handle it. So Marty, Brooks, and Cyril out there. Eagan wins the faceoff. Cyril unable to get it out the first time. Does get it out the second time. And here comes Rochester again. And Rochester flips it out front. Deacon isn't having it. He deflects it to the corner. Rochester unable to control the pass behind the net. Deacon comes up the right side, realizes there's no place to go. Flips it out to Brooks. Brooks unable to get it out, but doesn't allow a clean shot. Another low, little bit harder shot. So Lauren, Charlie, and Will. Cam and Chicken back on D. Lauren will take the face off. Lauren battling. Ties up her man and leaves for Will. Will, a nice little flip out to Charlie. They stay on side. Charlie goes wide, tries to get up center, and ends up right on a stick. Deflected! In! Charlie! Tie game! That wingspan when you're 6'2" and 5th grade comes in handy. Good shot, good deflection. You got 1-1. So Will chips it around. Rochester unable to control it. They do get it out of the zone. Bodies flying everywhere. Fighting on the blue line. And we got offsides. Good battle. 4:24 left in the third.
So what do you guys?
So Lauren falls on it. Trying to get it on the ref. Will trying to help out. Charlie gains it. Gains the blue line, but doesn't get it deep. And here comes Rochester with it. Lauren. Almost checked into the boards. Thankfully, she's able to get it. She's with speed. She's got Charlie. She cuts to the middle. Loses the handle. Shoots. Cam able to hold the zone. Pitches it in deep. There's Charlie back there. Charlie back to Chicken again. Chicken trying to keep it in. Chicken mauls his man. No call. Lauren controls it. Back to Cam. Cam looking for an option. Gets it to Kendall. Kendall just deflects it in. Kendall going. Jackson off out of change. Lauren's still out there. Toe drag missed by Kendall, and back comes Rochester. Rochester just pitches it up the boards. Dies nicely. Chicken looking for options. Moose battles off a man, able to gain the zone, if only for a second. Chicken able to deflect it in, but he deflects it in off Moose. And this time, Chicken really gets it in for good this time. Jackson back there. Jackson looking out front. Oh, he was looking for Moose, but Moose wasn't quite where he needed to be yet. And back comes Wildcats. Bailey bodied off the puck. Nothing. Everybody flying everywhere. Moose, Kusher gains the red line. Dumps it in. Kick ready for the Jackson, and we got offsides. So Rochester will get some fresh bodies out there. Moose, Jackson, and Kendall, Deacon, and Bailey back. Moose fighting with not only Rochester, but the ref, it seems. Rochester, fanned by, that could have been a trip. Jackson up, fighting off everybody. Gets it over, Moose over to help out. Moose tries to get over to the D. They flip it around it, and thankfully Deacon's back. Deacon flips it back, looking for his options. Thankfully Bailey's over there to help out. Moose was going off on a change, and I think that's who he was trying to get to. And what do we got? Offside. So 2:14 left. So Rochester controls the face-off. Tries to get in. Eagan gains the blue line for a second. Ends up back on Chicken stick. Chicken gains the zone. And good job there by Brooks. Forcing the issue. Keeps the puck in deep. Cyril brings it down in the corner. Brooks looking for something up front. Deflects off the goalie. And Rochester trying to bring up the boards. Can't. Cyril and Brooks shut it down. Cyril play physical. He gets dumped. And up the boards comes Rochester. Cam back. Brooks comes over to help out. Nice pass up the middle there to Marty, but Marty gets dumped. And Cam trying to dance around. He tries to get it in, can't, and eventually does get into the zone, if only for a second. Rochester tries to clear and can't. $1:10 left in the game. And here comes Rochester. Rochester versus the world. Forced to the outside. Marty gives chase. Cam's over there. Cam kicks it out. Marty tried to decide to do. He smartly decides that trying to pass it up in front of his own net is probably bad juju. And Cyril unable to get it out of the zone. Chicken dumps in on it. Unable to intercept it. Flush back to the point. Cyril! And the pass from Brooks. Cyril! Wide. Lauren gives chase. Rochester going for the home run pass. Unable to complete. It's deflected. So no icing. Up to Cyril. Cyril again. Trying to get around. Offside. 17.5 seconds left. I think he decided if he just jumped, maybe he could stay. So 17.5 seconds left. Will, Lauren, and Charlie out there. And Lauren gains the zone. Will flex the puck. And 4, 3, 2. So a tough game. You can have that first period back. Be nice. So we'll see everybody starting Friday. We'll have 4 or 5 coming this weekend. We'll see what happens when we get on mountain time and how good we can, keep it going. I'm sick of ties. This team collects ties like my dog collects bones. It's I'm gonna go straight from here. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. I was like, it's just nice to invite a friend over, so I like made a sheet pan of like chicken tenders. Yeah, it was. No, it was so great. And then we
They did. They
We
mean,
brought Luke with us between the games.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked out great.